The world appears to be a rigged game. Even if you don't understand exactly what's going on, something is wrong, and we appear to be headed towards an end point, and it seems to be coming fast. We don't have a lot of time to waste. I think we better grasp what's going on so we can overcome our enemy and the maze of traps they constructed for us. My special guest is Michael Tsarion. He is a seeker of truth and researcher of the occult, the New World Order, and alternative history. He was born in Ireland but travels extensively in his quest to unlock the mysteries and awaken the many people that are still asleep. I'm honored to have him as a guest today. His website is michaeltsarion.com. That's Tsarion.com. He has a vast variety of books and DVDs. Let me urge all of you to visit the website and buy his 22 DVD box set called Origins and Oracles, just as I did yesterday. It's the most intriguing collection. Michael Tsarion, welcome to Don't Tread on Me.
John, thanks very much. It's nice to be on the show finally. Big fan of your work.
Well, it is a real honor for us. I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. Michael, before we get to my first question, let me also invite a friend of yours, Max Igan, to the show as co-host today. Max Igan, welcome aboard.
Hello, John. Nice to speak to you again, mate. Nice to speak to you too, Michael. Great honor to have you on the show, mate.
Nice to be with you, Max.
Now, Michael, the controllers of history and those that seem to be redefining words control the world. Who are they, and what is their main objective?
Well, they have many objectives. It's not a simple, of course, there's a hierarchy of control, and so the objective is different on each tier of this great pyramid of control. But what you're probably addressing here is the top level here, which is where my work focuses a lot. I'm not that personally concerned on some of the lower level political shenanigans that go on. A student of history can put that together, pretty quickly. It's the old divide and rule system all the way down. But at the top of the pyramid, I've tracked the people back to they're either ideological and in some cases even biological descendants of a group of solar cult dynasties that came out of Egypt and out of the world, the ancient world, a particular warped branch. This is the executive steering committee that then, through their matrix of control, basically decide on where the ship of states are going. These are the people that are behind the royal dynasties of Europe and England. These are people who are behind the senior lodges of Freemasonry and various other occult secret societies. Of course, we're not talking about the street level, lodges in which an ordinary person like ourselves could perhaps join, the first 3 degrees of Freemasonry. I'm not necessarily implicating that kind of Freemasonry, but certainly the bloodline, the higher lodges, the lodges that come out of England and the lodges that contain, the highest figures in the land. These people can be opportunists who want to rise through the ranks, or they can actually be themselves members of these families, both officially and unofficially. We have to understand that there's official, members that you can look up in the genealogies, and then they have unofficial people that may be put in front of us, seemingly autonomous creatures. This is happening a lot in the American context, where we imagine that these guys are in fact just people from next door, people from the street, and that can be in many cases not the case. So we are dealing with people of a very elite lineage, but who may be put before us as ordinary people's champions. But again, going back to your question, the top of the pyramid is a very ancient group that, as I said, either ideologically or from a bloodline point of view, go back to some of the first secret societies in the world, which came out of the Nile, came out of Egypt. This order has been described by many names, but the term that I'd like to use is the Dragon Court, that William Bramley has often referred to as the Brotherhood of the Snake. And this, to me, is the people that we need to know about, because they are in control of the rest of the matrix, in the sense of, say, MEPs and of the various bodies of Europe, the United Nations, NATO, and so on and so forth.
Michael, I've been talking to people, I'll just go back to this for 1 second. I've been talking to people a lot about non-compliance and energy channeling on these programs, which is basically about not complying with the system and staying in a positive energetic state. As been pointed out by many people, and even now scientifically confirmed by people like Greg Braden, that we can literally control this reality ourselves through our emotional state. And the elite know that if you can control the emotional state of the people, you can literally control their reality. I've been talking to people about a battle that's actually taking place right now and suggesting to them that it's a battle of energy being fought on a higher realm. I was wondering if you had any thoughts on that, and what you would have to say about the ritualistic nature of some of the things that the elite do, and what this battle is all about, and what would be a good way of dealing with this battle.
Well, we go into this. I've just released a program 1 of a DVD series we're doing, called The Architects of Control, which actually delves very deeply into your question there, because it's of paramount importance. We are living in a situation in which daily there is a bombardment, an injection, an infusion of trauma memes, trauma elements, almost like an infection, in order to keep man out of this state of what you might call positive thinking. And of course, it's a little bit deeper than that. It's about the loss of selfhood. It's about the tremendous reliance that people have on the state apparatus. It's about working their psychology so that they, instead of finding selfhood, they become submissive, and therefore this then emboldens the world controllers. And in the DVD project, we talk about two routes that lead to mass control. The first being that there is this psychological warfare, the war on consciousness, which is predicated upon making sure that man is so traumatized, so fragmented, so misinformed, of course, and all the rest of it, that he is not in his center. He's not a rational creature. He is not in touch with his higher guides. He is not in touch with his own empowerment. That's the first route, and my work is very much focused on that. Then we acknowledge the second route that, of course, is connected, meaning that just to make sure that the first route operates, we have a matrix of control. We actually have an overt matrix of control that, again, feeds man, you see, the negative memes, that keeps him decentered, that shakes up the economy from now and again, every so often, that works through the media.
Yes, we're going to take a short break, Michael. When we come back, our guest is Michael Tsarion, and when we return, we'll finish up those thoughts and talk about reality and what it really is. Hang on, everyone.
This is the GCN Radio Network, home to hard-hitting talk radio.
It is a very special day here for you listeners.